What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and today we are not yet done, of course, with the wide receiver preview for the Green Bay Packers ahead of the 2021 NFL Draft. And speaking of the 2021 NFL Draft, real quick, I will be live with my buddy Nate for days 1 and 2 of the draft. We'll be live on YouTube and Twitter, so make sure you look out for that. But back to the wide receiver position, the Packers have consistently, except since Randall Cobb, have taken wide receivers above 6 foot. So they've prioritized taller wide receivers, and maybe this is the year that the Packers should buck the trend per se and get rid of the thresholds and draft a wide receiver under 6 foot who can be a dynamic playmaker in their offense. So today's video, we're going to go through 4 wide receivers who fit the bill, go through mini scouting reports on each, and then go through some film on each and talk about at the end whether or not one of these guys should be a selection for the Packers at some point in the draft. So without further ado, let's get to the wide receivers, starting with Florida's Kadarius Toney, 5'11 and 5'8", 193 pounds, 9.0 RAS. As far as Toney goes, great route tempo, excellent change of direction skills. He's just really good at accelerating through his breaks and transitions. Has that rare versatility where you can line him up in the backfield, create mismatches, get him in space, get him quick touches, and he can still win out of the slot and potentially on the perimeter with his ability as a receiver with his release game. So has the stop start quickness. His rare movement skills just look like a human joystick, and he has those rare movement skills in space and with his release. So he's a good tracker of the football down the field. He does a good job leaning and dipping through contact, and that's something that's really a veteran type skill in the NFL to really, get low and get through contact. Something that's going to be prevalent for Toney in the slot for sure. He needs to work on using his hands a little bit more when he doesn't lean and dip. He does too much at times in terms of trying to make people miss in space. He's very, very good at it, but he loses his balance sometimes. And so he needs to play a little more under control in that area, but he's got great patience, field vision, and of course, rare contact balance as a runner. Toney's got really a full package as a receiver. Elijah Moore, the next one on the list, 5'9.5", 178 pounds, and 8.68 RAS. Actually ran a 4.35 in the 40. That's it, that play speed shows up on tape. It's unreal play speed, really. He uses it well too. He keeps his strides and speed through the catch, through transitions, through his routes. He'll see him run quick outs and deeper ins where he keeps that speed up, and at the catch point he doesn't slow down. He stays true and stays fast through the catch point, and he's off to the races with the ball in his hands. So that's another thing that you talk about Elijah Moore. You talked about Toney's ability to lean through contact, but you talk about Elijah Moore's play speed and how well he can keep that play speed up, whether it be with this, as Matt Waldman would call it, curvilinear speed, weaving in and out of defenders in space with that speed, and as we talked about with through the catch and through transitions. Just the play speed's unbelievable, and we'll get to that in the tape. He's a tough junk catcher. He'll make plays through contact over the middle of the field. Great hands catcher, plucker of the football. Talked about that explosion out of breaks when he doesn't really round him off with that speed that he has. Excels in the scramble drill. He'll make sure to get open in the scramble drill. That's something Aaron Rodgers will like if he becomes a Packer. And he's got quicker dynamic releases. He's more of the guy who has, a good 1 and 2 step release. It's nothing super special. He can jab step work into a speed release, but it's not as varied, but he has effective release game. I think the only question mark for him is really being limited to the slot with his size and potentially being pushed to the perimeter by bigger, stronger corners. And he is used on the backfield and on scheme touches at times. So that gives, the Packers another gadget guy like the rest of these guys on the list. So Rondale Moore, another one, 5'7", 181, 9.33 RAS. This guy is just dynamic in every sense of the word. He's got dynamic, varied release game. You'll see him do a lot of different things early on in his stem. He's got that running back build after the catch, especially. Shows up in his competitive toughness and his balance as a runner after the catch. Crisp routes and transitions. He will make you miss in space, no doubt about it. Makes great adjustments to the football, especially late in the route, which makes it tougher on defenders. He has that gadget roll possibilities with him as well, make him be a runner, give him sweeps, give him reverses. And that's the other thing with Rondale Moore is, if you're really looking for that scheme touch guy, I think a lot of people believe Moore is the guy for that role. But he does have a lot to offer as a receiver as well. Another guy with his size, he's going to get pushed to the sidelines, and he does body catch, and he has some drops because of it, and that's just something to monitor with him. Dwayne Eskridge, the last on the list. Packers have rumored interest in him. 5'8" and 6'8", 190 pounds, 6.73 RAS. Not as elite as the others, but still got short area burst and long speed. He's an explosive, dynamic athlete. Any catch he can make, he can take to the house. Excellent hands, has a larger catch radius than you would assume for his size. Has that competitive toughness. Again, very good release game. He can create separation with ease, especially on the slant route, which is always a good one. And he has good hand usage through contact at the line of scrimmage. Would like to see him be more consistent with that against press especially, but I think the only questions for him are in contested spots and in downfield tracking of the football. So now let's dive into a little film of each of these guys and talk about their games a little more. All right, so starting things off with Kadarius Toney here, bottom of your screen. You're going to see him in the slot here, kind of just see that little glide step and that ability to change his route tempo and accelerate later in the route to blow by the defender for the touchdown. Really cool stuff there. You see him as a runner here. Look at that quick change of direction, that easy cut for him, and look at the contact balance there. See him used out of the backfield. Look at him sell this kind of out. Look at him make that really nice move up the field there. Makes a good catch through contact and survives it. Man coverage here for Texas A&M. This is not great. They're going to try and man him up and hope that, a few yards beyond the line of scrimmage, he can stay with him. Vertically, not going to happen with Toney's speed. Look at that tracking of the football he does down the field. Slot, bottom of your screen here. This is where you're going to get that. Look at him sink his hips. Look at that dead leg. Then he freezes the defender. A little rock step here. Really freezes him, and look at him create that separation underneath. And you see the speed, that toughness after the catch there for Toney. That was an impressive route. Here's might be the most impressive route from Kadarius Toney. You're going to see him work over the middle of the field here, almost a little whip route, just a little deeper. Gets the ball, and look at the rare movement skills, that human joystick ability. And you're going to see it here as he comes over on this replay. We're going to look at another angle, but gets that space. Really good. Watch this. So he's got the ball in his hands now. Sees the defender is a little bit in front of him. Just watch him rock backwards. That's disgusting in terms of movement skills for him. So Toney, really impressive. He's got the rare movement skills. He's got that Dante Hall movement after the catch. So it's just impressive. So you'll see here with Elijah Moore, now we're going to switch to, look at him pluck the ball away from his frame, work a little bit back there, turn his body, good body control there. Here's a rep out of the backfield, and you're going to notice that theme. Good little route here to the outside. Makes a good catch up, good high pointing the football there. Elijah Moore, you're going to see him. Look at that nice crisp route. Look at him dip, lean, and bend there at the top of his route, and look at him maintain speed through that catch, and he's off to the races in space. That's the main thing you want to show here in the slot again. Not a really crisp route, but he has the play speed through that transition, through that break to create separation. He can create separation with speed all day. You're going to see kind of cut across on the top of the screen. Look at him with that speed through the catch point. That makes him so dangerous. And last rep from Moore here, that speed, you're going to see him eat up cushion quickly, maintain that speed, stamina down the field, make a great play on the football there, come back to it and make that catch. Seeing him aggressive at the catch point there is really good. So here, Rondale Moore in the slot, bottom of your screen here. Obviously against off coverage, but you can see that crisp turn there. And then after the catch is where it gets fun. Make defenders miss. Look at that stop start there. And another one against Shaun Wade here, top of your screen in the slot. You can see, look at him. Shaun Wade was good in the slot, but this is Rondale Moore, true freshman, easy break there for him. This is where you're going to see him, be patient, square up. This is against a linebacker, so it's way too easy. But again, create easy separation on the slant route. You see that body catching, though. That's something to monitor. And here you go. Here's where you get interesting with Rondale Moore. Look at him as a runner. Tough, to bring down, make defenders miss. So that's really good. And here I want to talk about the release game a little bit from him and how he varies it. You can see him at the top of the screen here. Look at that choppy feet, foot fire there. Freezes the defender and wins on the slant route. Got to finish that though, unfortunately. Here we go against TCU. Another one just kind of stays patient there. Chops the feet. Easy, quick break, explosive through there. Then here, you're going to see him get pushed to the sideline, and that's something that's a problem. But look at that adjustment to make that catch for Rondale Moore. I want to go to it one more time just so you guys can see that. And sorry. Okay, here. Last one. Sorry. We're going to look at this again. Just look at that late. Oh, man. Great adjustment to the football. Now we're going to look at Eskridge from the Senior Bowl here. It's a good job creating space initially there. Head and shoulders turn to the outside a little bit. Gets Bynum to freeze. Easy, quick break. And look at him make that play. High point the ball outside of his frame. Really nice catch. Against Bynum again. Flattens quickly. Look at it. Gets his hand over. Great hand usage. Wins on the slant route. And even a little spin move. Make you miss in space. Again, a little jab step here. Speed release. Kind of loses balance here, but he gets in good position. And shields from the defender. Great catch through contact. Makes a play. Now this is good up top here against Ball State. Look at him watch him make this little jab step to freeze the defender, and he is off to the races. And again, that's just cognitive ability after the catch with the ball in his hands. Good stuff. And then you're going to see here, good feel for where the defender's at. Turns and runs, that long speed. As I said before, some of that curvilinear speed that you can get weaving through defenders like that. Avoids the contact. He takes it to the house. So all of these wide receivers are a bit undersized for their position, right? And the Packers haven't traditionally gone this route, but should they in this draft? Ultimately, I do think so. And why is because all of these guys can be crucial for the Packers in a gadget role as well as, a traditional receiver role. Some of these guys may be limited to the slot, maybe all of them, but I think guys like Eskridge and Moore who can separate with ease, and guys like Moore and Toney, I still think have a chance to succeed on the outside as well as the slot. So again, I think one of these four receivers would be so good in Green Bay because of the versatility they all offer, lining up in the backfield, getting sweeps and reverses, being a part of that quick game with the gadget game as well, would give the Packers a weapon to move all over the field like they do with Devontae Adams, from the slot to the outside. So, it makes the Packers offense more dynamic and more creative. And adding one of these guys should be a priority for the Packers. Will they? We'll see. But it's always fun to think about. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like if you can, if you enjoyed it at all, and subscribe if you're new. A lot of cool content still on the way before the draft and, of course, after as well. So stay tuned in for that, and I will see you guys very soon. Farewell.